Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I am Black Ice 73. Today we talking about Harvey Weinstein, the little dirty Mac. The little dirty Mac got sentenced to 23 years in prison. Him and his walker and everything. I don't know if they're gonna let the walker go in there because, they can use it as a weapon. But dude got sentenced to 23 years in prison. And I think he like 60 something. So it might well pretty much be a life sentence for him. Unless you get out on good behavior. But you get out on good behavior, that still be 10 years. And they just show you for the last 2 years, I think it's showing you just because you got money and they want you, they're going to get you. I'm surprised Harvey Weinstein. And then the crazy part is, Harvey Weinstein, he didn't even get the most serious charges. And I should have checked to see how my live sound before I went live. Because I do it, Shanti. Because sometimes I got a new speaker to go with my thing. I went about a microphone. I'm trying to sound more professional now. And the microphone, it looked pretty good, but it ain't like one of them big old microphones that, you see the YouTuber having hanging across toward their face. Mine is more manageable. But let me see how it sounds. I know my one person ain't going to say nothing. They ain't going to say, hey, I can't hear you. But I check on my phone. I check on my phone. Okay, the delay is a little bit. I check on my phone. Okay, the delay is a little bit. Okay. Oh. I was just checking the audio. I should have did that before I got started, but yeah, Harvey Weinstein got sentenced to 23 years in prison. This is what they call breaking news. It just happened today. I'm gonna read some of the article. They said Harvey Weinstein had been sentenced to 23 years in prison on charges of sexual assault and third-degree rape, and would be registered as a sex offender. And like I said, this is not even the most serious charges. The two most serious charges could have got him life in prison. But man, 23 years, that's a long time. Well, like I said, he already in his doing 60s, if he ain't in his 70s. I just counted 23 years for myself. Man, I be coming out with gray hairs in my nose. That's how long 23 years to me. And they said before the sentence was delivered, Weinstein addressed a packed Manhattan courtroom and said he had deep remorse in a rambling speech in which he also pushed back at the Me Too movement, implying that it had gone too far. He quote, "I'm totally confused," he said. "I think men are confused about all of this. This feeling of thousands of men and women who are losing due process. I'm worried about this country." End quote. That Harvey Weinstein added, "This is not right. This is not that right atmosphere in the United States of America." For people who don't know Harvey Weinstein is famous in Hollywood. He have helped create some of the best movies that we look at. He have helped put some of the best actors and actors on camera that we call superstars. But as we learned in the last, 5 years, half a decade, that the way these people got on with Harvey Weinstein was nasty. Harvey Weinstein and a lot of these damn producers and directors and the owners of the Hollywood, it's coming out now. They have forced these young people to do sexual act against their will. I'm gonna just name a few. Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby got convicted of it. I think Jeffrey, I can't think of Jeffrey's last name. the man who owned his own island, he got convicted of it. He committed suicide in outside of prison. Then some of the rappers, they tried to go after, they went after R. Kelly. But I think R. Kelly is the only person in the rapper business just really took it. They tried to go after Russell Simmons too, but right now Russell Simmons really ain't, nothing ain't happened with Russell Simmons, but it pretty much pending because I think they said Russell Simmons over there in India or somewhere. I don't know if he made it back to the United States yet. And then these people I named, except R. Kelly, Russell Simmons, and Bill Cosby, Oprah and Gayle King did interviews with them three guys, did reports about them, but they ain't touched Harvey, who just sentenced 23 years. This ain't it's not the sound point, please. This is not a black and white issue. I'm a male. I have 2 daughters, and I support this Me Too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might be sounding like that odd person out right now, but I support the Me Too. Cause my daughter's accuser wouldn't even make it to court. I'm being serious with you right now. They won't even make it to court. I'm going straight Time to Kill on them. I know that's a book, but I ain't lying to you. This video, I don't care, use that evidence. It's something, but I pray nothing don't happen to my 2 daughters. Or even my fiance's son. Because it's predators out here that mess with boys too. If somebody touch them 3, don't even have to worry about it. Use the video as evidence saying this premeditated. I don't care. Give my butt. I know why I went down for. So my niece and nephew go the same way. There's some predators out here. And some of these people, and I can't just blame it on. I blame it on everybody. I know a lot of people like saying these single moms leaving their children with these darn boyfriends and stuff. Shit, some of these darn daddies be molesting their darn children. Some of the moms molest their children. Have you seen stories where moms don't marry their son and all that kind of stuff? And you seen stories where men don't marry their daughter, and they find out they've been molesting them for years and stuff. So they can't keep on blaming on the single parents. I'm a single dad. I just do my best to choose the right person to be around my child. So just my little rant, Dan. Weinstein said he had serious friendship with 2 primary accusers in the cases, Miriam and Jessica. Both women delivered victim impact statement before Berkey issued a sentence. Haley, who said she was sexually assaulted by Weinstein in his apartment in 2006, told the judge that she was left emotionally damaged by the incident. She, quote, "It scared me deeply, mentally and emotionally," end quote, she added. Then she did another quote. "What he did not only stripped me from my dignity as a human being and a woman, but he crushed my confidence," end quote. Then here goes another quote. "I don't know how to explain the horrors of being raped by someone who has power," Mann added. "The impact on my psyche is profound. Rape is not just one moment, it is forever." As the 2 ladies spoke, Weinstein looked on, appearing to be in a state of stun and disbelief. Afterward, he apologized to both women. But if Weinstein didn't do anything, why you need to apologize? Weinstein was wheeled into court in a wheelchair. So he went from a cane to a walker, and now he in a wheelchair. But I did say he did fall in the courtroom. But that could have been another act trying to go back to the hospital in Manhattan for a few more days. Because when he got sentenced, he went to the hospital and he stayed in there about 3 or 4 days. Somebody he having chest pains and stuff. Instead of going to the jail population. They said Weinstein was wheeled into the court in a wheelchair, where prosecutor urged Justice James Burke to give him the maximum sentence of 29 years. But his attorney urged Justice James on Monday to send him to the minimum, 5 years, citing his poor health and his advanced age. Weinstein attorney pushed back at Mann and Haley characterization of the former mogul as an all-powerful figure. His wealth and celebrities, she replied, had actually hurt his case. No. Weinstein, to be honest with you, only people who really knew Weinstein were the people behind the scenes. You know, the actors and the actresses and stuff. We really didn't know Weinstein until these darn cases popped up. So him being a celebrity, he's not a celebrity in the eyes of fans. We don't go around rooting for the darn producers or everyone. The dude, I forgot what that dude name, who be making on doing weird movies. People will go see his movie just because of his name. But Weinstein is not one of them people that you go see because of his name. And he the lawyer quote, "You have this idea that having fame and fortune and money at his fingertip is positive. But in many ways, having that life and have every single move that you make be scrutinized by the media, so that there is a pressure that goes along with the lifestyle that is probably not something that everybody would want." So you telling me that was his lawyer said. So you telling me everybody in the United States don't want to walk around with generation wealth? We supposed to feel sorry for him because he got generation wealth to pass on to his children. So it's not all positive. Come on, man. Shoot. Give me your darn heartache then, Weinstein. Let me have that money and say, I feel so bad I don't have to get up and go to work and clock in. I feel so bad that my knees and my feet are hurting because of the doing labor work I do. I feel so bad for picking up these doing cases and stuff. Please let me work in the general labor with the blue collar. Man, shut up, Harvey Weinstein lawyer. We don't feel that dumb. We don't feel bad because that man got generation wealth. We don't think generation. It's plenty of people got generation wealth. It's not committing acts like he acting. She went on to urge. Oh, okay. You know, if you've been following the trial, you know Harvey Weinstein lawyer is a female. So she went on to argue that Weinstein role in bringing award-winning hits such as Shakespeare in Love and The English Patient to the screen had made him a target. How would that make you a target? She quote, "He built careers, and because he known as someone who did that, everyone wanted a piece of him." Though his lawyer said, end quote. Who noted that Weinstein was responsible for 80 plus Oscars. Another quote, "This is not a small feat," she said, end quote. The two ladies were sitting in the front row of the courtroom alongside other ladies, all whom testified in the trial about Weinstein assault. Mann used her address to respond to a suggestion by a Weinstein legal team that the fact that she remained in touch with the producer after that alleged rape. She quote, "As his lawyer twist the truth and even lied, I swore to come here and tell the whole truth, only to be asked yes or no question," end quote by Mann. Then she quote, "There is still so much left unsaid about his abusive relationship." And don't forget, people forget, this is not just the end of his trial. He also got uh he's also got pending allegations against him in Los Angeles. This is just New York right here. He got sentenced to 23 years in New York. We don't know what's gonna happen to him or what's gonna take place when he had to go to trial in Los Angeles. They could add more time, not add it together, because you know how some people like add it so all this occur at one time. No, they could have said when you get through with these 23 years, you're gonna have to go ahead and serve these doing 10 or 15 years. Cause so he can't end up doing up to 30 to 40 years in prison, according to how the trial go in Los Angeles. Oh yeah, I'll be paying attention. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a news freak. I like to know what's going on in the world. That's why I do so many videos on coronavirus. Cause every day it be an update on the coronavirus or COVID-19. I don't like just saying coronavirus because you know you can get it confused with the other screens of coronavirus. So COVID-19 is an update every day. You know, they tell you 2 or 3, like in the United States, just today they said COVID-19 has doubled from what it was yesterday. Double how many cases been diagnosed now. And one doctor said, I know this is not a COVID-19 video right here, but one doctor said by June the 15th, it could have been thousands of people came from other countries in the United States, back within the United States, affected with COVID-19. Because you know how they were doing scans at the airport? They said sometimes it takes longer for them doing virus to be noticed. But this is not a COVID-19 video right now. I'm talking about Harvey Weinstein, so I'm going to get back to him. She quote, I wish I had been able to fight him, said Maine. I wanted to remind you, I told Harvey no. I thought I would be able to assert my nose and reserve the right to my anatomy. In court, Assistant DA argued that Weinstein conviction demonstrated that his money and his influence was not able to subvert the justice system. He quote, every argument that could have been made on his behalf was made, and the system worked, end quote. Here goes another quote. The defendant would never have been stopped from hurting and destroying more lives, end quote, she said. Every one of these women representing the strength and the fortitude of every moral person who stand up and said, enough. I agree. It good. I do understand what they're talking about. They said in the early 80s and 90s and stuff that people like him, they control who get in front of them cameras, even behind the camera. So if you were trying to make it into acting as an actor or actress, sometimes you had to go, they put you through some troubling situations. So they're glad these ladies are able to speak now. And this is because you know earlier this year or late 2019 when he settled that civil lawsuit that he had against him. So I'm thinking he's thinking since he settled that civil lawsuit, they're gonna be showing that you know he cared and that you know he had remorse. But a civil lawsuit and this federal trial is two different things. It's two different. That civil lawsuit don't even register under the federal trial. So it said last Friday asked the judge to send a message that sexual assault is a serious offense worth the lengthy prison sentence. She also asked the judge to consider 36 uncharged allegations, including rape, harassment, bullying, a workplace violence, and handing down the sentence In court, she pressed justice to give Weinstein the maximum, or close to the maximum sentence. And that's what they did. Instead of getting him 29 years, they gave him 23 years. Then here go the prosecutor said, Weinstein made movies, she said. He got to go to the parties. He walked the red carpet and mingled with all the stars. He held the dreams of many people in his hand. And how did he use the power? He got drunk off the power. The young struggling dreamers were not even people to him. He referred to himself as a sex addicted and an anger addicted. What is sexual assault? It's an act of violence assaulted on someone else's body that be designed to demoralize them. Weinstein has been held since last Thursday at Rikers Island, but will soon be turned over to the New York State Department of Correction and Community Supervision. So, breaking news, Harvey Weinstein has been sentenced to 23 years. His lawyer is doing that. You know, the talk all lawyers do say they're going to ask for a new trial or present evidence that he didn't have a fair trial and stuff. So, Harvey Weinstein would be out of the picture for a long time, and this is not going to be the only trial for Harvey Weinstein. Like I said, he got some charges pending in California. So it's not clear. Not clear what's gonna happen to him, other than what we know right now, that he got sentenced to 23 years. Now I don't know how the law works in New York. I don't know if you can serve 5 years and get out on 15-year probation or whatever. But with the money he have, I'm sure his lawyer gonna do everything she can to capitalize on making money off him. You gotta look at it. The lawyer only get paid when she represent him. So if she keep on putting in appeals and stuff for Harvey Weinstein, there's gonna be more money for her. Cause you got to look at it. Most lawyers really don't care about their doing clients. They care about the money they're gonna make. So she gonna put up the front like she care, but as long as she keep representing and sounding good in front of that camera, Harvey Weinstein gonna keep on putting out thousands or even close to millions to fight their case. So I'm about to end this video. Harvey Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years. And he won't be going to what we heard for years about white collar prison. He'll be going to a state prison. I don't know if will he get protected custody or not. You know, be one of those wars like that. But the only thing we know now that he's sentenced to 23 years in prison. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna come back later because you know I got to give you a update on coronavirus. And I'll talk to you later. Look at my dogs, y'all hear them. At least they gave me a chance to stop this time.